February 26, 2026, at the Black Swan Inn, on the roof. In this video, I'm not actually talking over the video as it's going. I'm actually just recording separately and then adding it in. In this video, it appears on the north side. There's definitely some curling and granulation failure. There's missing shingles, not a ton of them, but enough that if you look, you'll see the exposed planking. That's just waiting for moisture intrusion, and it does need to be repaired. I would say that's the first thing I would do if it hasn't already been taken care of by Larry. He seems like he's done a pretty good job keeping track of that place thus far. Anyway, back to the roofing. As you look around, you're going to see a couple of areas as the drone flies. You'll see the curling and the missing shingles in a couple of spots and the granulation failure, which is where the layer on top just wears off over time. That's an indication that it's getting towards the end of its service life. I believe this north side of the roof was replaced in 1997. The south side sounds like it was replaced a few years later, maybe around '06. The south side looks to be in considerably better condition, but you'll notice in the video that there is actually a missing shingle on that side as well. It looks like it's actually laying on top of the roof, so it's still there at least. You'll also notice some discoloration on the roof on the south side. It looks like it was an old repair. I don't know when it was done, but you could maybe ask or check with Larry to see what kind of damage it may have caused at that time when you speak with him. If you want to speak with him further about it, I'm going to look on the inside ceilings, and I'm sure that whatever he did was repaired correctly. But when I get inside, I will try to identify that area if I can see anywhere around it to see if there were any penetrations in the ceilings. As far as the roof penetrations in the system, the plumbing vents, the boot flashings appear to be intact with no visible cracking that I could see. There's a proper seal maintained between the pipe and the roof surface. I did see one that had a nail popping out of the flashing, but I didn't really see any evidence of any water infiltration around any of the penetration points, which would usually be corrosion or deterioration. So that points to it being okay. As we fly down around this window, look at those gutters. You'll notice that they're actually pretty clean, so that's good. We're going to get close to this window. You're going to see some cracking along the side of this window next to the stucco. That's actually pretty common around window seals, and it's just differential movement between the frame and the stucco, basically. It could be from minor settlement of the structure, but it's nothing major. It's mostly from thermal expansion. Windows are kind of rigid, and stucco is brittle. So what happens around windows like this is the building moves slightly, or the window causes stress at the corners, and then it leads to cracking. Now, you could potentially get some water back behind there. If it's too big of a gap, it's kind of hard to sometimes repair stucco right in the seam of a window. You'll see right there that there's another pulled shingle that's kind of pulled away from the other shingles, and some curling right there as well. That's lower left where the current missing shingles are at. And then, as we move up the roof here pretty quick, earlier I said that the repair was on the south side, but it's actually on the north side. So I just wanted to clarify that the major roof repair they did at some point where the discoloration on the shingles is on the north side. There's that missing shingle on the south side you'll see right there. I just wanted to point that out. Like I mentioned earlier, it's laying there on the roof. Summary and conclusion. I guess my final say on this would be, basically, that the north side of the roof. I would say 3 to 5 years. You could probably repair it in a few areas and patch it and fix it up and keep it from leaking. But I think short term to me is 3 to 5 years. I would say you're expected for a roof replacement. I'd say it's towards the end of its service life. The south side, I think it has longer than that. I think it could have up to 7 to 10 years. I'm not sure the warranty information he has on those shingles. He could have gotten as high as a 40-year, but it could be a 30. But the south side, I think you've got a while on it. But, I guess what you have to decide is it worth just replacing the whole thing when you do it, or is it not? So, the deduction on it would be the south side has some time left in it, maybe 7 years, could be longer. The north side, I say it's close to its end of service life. Would you like